Alright everyone, so I'm making hummingbird nectar or sugar water if you want to call it that. So all you do is, I've got 4 cups of water. That's 4 cups of water right there. And 1 cup of sugar. And that's granulated sugar. And you just want to boil this. Yeah, you just want to let it on the stove till it boils, and that just pretty much neutralizes the water and the sugar together, in case there's any any particles or anything like that. Just neutralizes everything. You don't want to add any red dye, all that stuff you see in the store, the red dye, just ignore that. Don't buy it, don't use it. Sugar water is all you need, and the hummingbirds love it. When I first started birding, I used to use that red dye, and I actually hardly ever got any hummingbirds. Not that I get a ton of them right now, but I do get hummingbirds consistently throughout the day. So the most we've had at one time is like 3. But they come consistently all day long. So you can see the sugar starting to dissolve. You don't need to stir it, but I do, just so the sugar's not burning. I don't know that it would burn, but you know how sugar can stink when it burns. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I got this on almost a high heat. You can, if you're not in a hurry, I'm going to head outside, but you want to let this cool off before you give it to the hummingbirds. So I'm going to boil it right now and let it sit for a while before I take it out there. Okay, so I'm going to let that finish, and I will be back. Okay, so you can see it's boiling now. So I just usually just give it one more stir around, just to get any sugar off the bottom. Mix it up, but you don't need to. Sorry about that, I hit the camera. So you see it's boiling pretty good there. And that's all you need to do. Shut it off. You can even let it sit there and let it cool off, and when it's cool you can put in your bird feeder, your hummingbird feeder. Alright? Good afternoon everyone. Welcome to a new day. It is Tuesday afternoon, and I saw our first Oreo of the season this morning, so it's pretty exciting. So I'm going to show you. I put my Oreo feeder out, and we're going to sit back and see if we get any Oreos. It's about 50 degrees out right now. Yeah, so it rained all day yesterday, all day. Sucked. Hear that? It's blue jay. So I just loaded the feeder with peanuts and sunflower seeds and shelled peanuts. Got some grape jelly out for the Oreos. I don't have any oranges, and I need to get some more grape jelly. I thought I had some, but I don't apparently, but I had a little bit. So yeah, let me show you the Oreo feeder. Okay, so it's on this post right here where I tie wrapped a big branch to it. So this branch here, all these branches they could perch on, and this is where I normally put their feeder. I have a couple, like 4 different Oreo feeders. Well, 3 different ones. One of them I have 2 of, so I have 4 Oreo feeders. This is a 4 cup, and these cups come out. You can get these if you have a Fleet Farm. You can order them on Amazon. So yeah, there's 4 cups, and they've got grape jelly in it. You can see that. So yeah. And these spikes right here is where you stab the orange into. You just cut an orange in half, and put it in here where the open side is out here, and they'll just stand here and pick at the orange. So I'll probably have to go to Walmart tomorrow because I got to fill up water jugs anyway. So I might just pick up some oranges there, I'm not sure. So yeah, let's sit back. We're just gonna stay out here for a while. It's already probably 3 o'clock. Yeah, another sleepless night. I was up till actually 5 o'clock this morning, or maybe even 6. Yeah, so we won't even talk about that. So all right, so let's go sit back. Like I said, we'll stay out here for a bit, see if we can get an Oreos or anything else, and then I'm gonna go in and make a dessert. I'll tell you what it is when I go in. So let's go birding. All right, folks, so I'm looking in these trees for a pileated woodpecker. I don't know if you've ever seen one or heard of one, but it's huge. It's a huge woodpecker. I think that might be him right there. No. If you can hear that in the background, I heard him coming and then I saw him. This pileated woodpecker is huge, and he just might be the biggest woodpecker there is. From a distance, you'd almost think he's a bird of prey, but I don't think I'm going to find him. He flew in those trees way back there. I'm hoping he comes out to the suet feeder. I had him in our feeder a couple years ago, one time, and I just happened to be in the kitchen looking out the window when I saw him, and of course I didn't have a camera. So far no Oreos. Get a lot of activity on the ground there as I dumped the feeder with the old stuff. So these are white-crowned sparrows. They usually show up in the spring in abundance and then in the fall, but they kind of disappear after spring, or after basically all the babies are born. And so you can see they have a white and black stripe on their head. It's called a white-crowned sparrow. And they're moving too fast for me. I think I need like 10 cameras to capture everything all over the yard here. You see what I mean when I say these marigolds make a great background? Especially like with the bird on the ground there. He's moving too fast. But if I were to put this camera at eye level with the bird, oh, that'd make a great background. That looks like a female red-winged blackbird. This here is a chickadee. Chickadees love black oiled sunflower seeds. They too don't stay around too long. When they see people, they're going to be a little skittish. Even as much as I'm out here, you think they would get used to me, and I don't blame them. Humans have pretty much destroyed a lot of nature, wildlife. There's another white-crowned sparrow. Comes another one. They're eating sunflower seeds I threw on the ground. I could really just sit here and do this all day. They have a really beautiful song. The feeder I have outside the kitchen window, I've been watching them, and the white-crowned sparrows have been in there singing. I was hoping to capture them singing. It's just a beautiful sound. You could hear the highway traffic, but nothing I can do about that. There's about 3 white-crowned sparrows below the bench and the one on top of the bench. So there's about 4 over here. There's one right there. There's one right there. And there's one right there. There's a squirrel coming for his peanuts. Sorry. Now the squirrels, they come and get their peanuts, those big peanuts. They'll get a peanut, they'll take it somewhere and bury it for later. And then they'll come and get another one. See, he's going to run off with it. Let's see if we can follow him. The other day when I was cutting grass, see, he's going to, oh, he went to the other yard. He's going to go bury it over there. But the other day when I was cutting grass, when some of the short grass came up, I found a lot of peanuts in there. Oh my gosh, I missed it. Dang it. That pileated woodpecker just came flying by above that feeder. There he is, there he is. Oh, that was awesome. Oh my gosh. Folks, that's the first time I've ever gotten that woodpecker on video or camera or anything. I've never gotten a picture of them, nothing. I've only seen them in our yard once, and now twice. I'm so excited I got video. Folks, when I say live life for today because tomorrow's never promised, I don't mean go climb a mountain so you can say you live life today, or go do some extreme sport. That's not what I mean. This here, just doing what I'm doing right now, bird watching in our own backyard, capturing birds that I hardly see in our backyard. This is living for today. That's what it means to me. Just doing what you love, what your passion is. Even if you just do it for 5, 10, 15 minutes a day, each day, just live for today. Do what your passion is. And to me, this is my passion. Besides camping and fishing. Oh, you should see when we go fishing. I've always got my camera for bird watching. And Glenn will say, did we come to fish, or take pictures of birds. I always say I'm multitasking. I'm bird watching and fishing. So, yeah, this is this is great for me. I can do this always. Just watch birds. And right now, at this moment, it's you can hear the birds in the background. There's not too many birds flying around to the feeders right now. That changes in a moment. But just sitting out here, yeah, it's a little chilly right here by the back door of the garage because you always get that breeze coming through. But just sitting here and enjoying outside, enjoying nature in your own yard. That's what I mean when I say live for today. I could have easily just went to sleep, took a nap because I was tired, but when I saw that Oreo this morning, I knew I wanted to get the grape jelly out at least and see if we can spot an Oreo today. But yeah, so even if I just stay out here for a little bit, I lived for today. That's what it's about. Well, that bird couldn't make up its mind where he wants to go, suet or the seeds, and then he flies off. Well, that's a blue jay sound. Now here's a sight I thought I'd never see. Robins liking suet. Well, I just went to the ground, but normally the robins don't go to feeders, but in the last few years I've noticed robins in the feeders more often. And even in the last couple of days they've been going like crazy with the suet. So I don't know if there's not an abundance of bugs and worms for them, that they feel that they need to go to the feeders, but the last few years I noticed robins in the feeders much more often. Now that's a grackle. Notice his bluish purplish head, more on the blue side from depending on what angle you're at. I love the grackle's eyes. They just have piercing eyes. They can be hogs in the feeder, but grackles got to eat too. That's why I don't mind feeding all the birds. They all got to eat, no matter what bird it is. Some people call certain birds bullies and they don't want to feed them, but they got to eat too. It's all God's beautiful, beautiful creatures. Sun's trying to come out. Be nice if it did. Maybe warm it up a little bit. I wish an Oreo would show up. There, our little friend the squirrel is trying to bury his peanuts. You see that peanut in his mouth? He took two off the bench and he's trying to find spots to bury them. And he'll bury them separately so he knows where he's got peanuts all over the grass. Look, he's digging in to bury that peanut. Oh, he's digging hard to get that peanut buried. Look, he's covering it up. And he'll come back for more. Watch, he's getting near the bench. Oh, he went and got his other peanut that he had there. He's going to eat that one now. These guys aren't stupid. They know what they're doing. They're trying to be preppers too. They're storing their food. They know Mama doesn't put peanuts out all the time, so they got to take it when they can. Bury it and come back for it when there's no peanuts. Well, there we have our male cardinal. Pretty red color. Now I don't know if I'm sure some of you know, but in the bird world, the male and the female birds usually differ in color. Like the male cardinal is your bright red. Your female is going to be more of a tannish color. And it's the same with other birds. The female is always in the dull color. The males are always in the bright. Even the orioles, the female is in a duller color. And in some birds, the female and the male you wouldn't even know it's the female and the male, because the female, they don't even look alike in color. For instance, the red-winged blackbird, how shiny black with the red spot on the shoulder on his wing, but in the female, she's got wavy lines throughout her, and she's got no red spot. So you wouldn't even know it was a red-winged blackbird. So just fun fact. Oh, what is that? So now that looks like a purple finch, that smaller one. Now there's a purple finch and a house finch that look alike, and I always get them confused. But there is a way to tell, but I can never remember. It's got that nice pretty red head, whereas the female has no red on her at all. Now this here, you see he's got, if you can tell, that little yellow spot, but his throat is white. This is a white-throated sparrow. Oh yeah, I love when I get different birds in our yard. Yeah, you see that white patch on his throat? It's a white-throated sparrow. He's got a little yellow spot on his, like his forehead. Oh, I'm so happy I came out today. Alright, look guys, we have a little red squirrel there. He's such a cutie. He's so fast. He doesn't stick around in one spot for a whole lot of time. Alright folks, so I'm gonna wrap this birding day up. I've been out here for a little over an hour and it's gotten colder, but I gotta get that dessert started because it's gotta chill in the refrigerator for a couple hours. So I would say we had a successful birding day in the backyard. We saw many species. Biggest species literally was the pileated woodpecker. So yeah, we did not see any orioles come to the feeder, but I still saw one this morning, so it still counts. Yeah, pretty exciting. Oh yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I narrated through some of the video. I don't know if you guys like that or if you just want me to be quiet so you can listen to the bird sounds and nature. Yeah, I don't want to go in, but I guess it's time to. So yeah, great day in the backyard, doing some backyard birding. So I hope you all enjoyed it. So let's see what's next.